The 2014 P nickel was struck at the United States Mint in Philadelphia, which is why it carries the small P mint mark on the front. This detail may seem tiny, but for collectors, it's an important identity marker. It tells the story of where the coin was born, and in rare cases, mint location can influence value, especially when combined with unusual features. On the obverse, front, the coin features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson. His image is more than decoration. It connects the coin to American history, leadership, and legacy. Collectors often appreciate not just the metal, but the story behind it, and Jefferson's presence adds a layer of historical importance. Now, here's where things become interesting. Most 2014 P nickels are extremely common. Millions were produced, and the majority are only worth face value, just 5 cents. But within those millions, there are always a few that stand out. These are the coins that collectors hunt for, sometimes for years. One major factor that can turn an ordinary coin into something valuable is condition. Coins that are in perfect, untouched state, known as mint state, can be worth far more than circulated ones. A 2014 P nickel with sharp details, no scratches, and original shine could be worth several dollars or more to the right buyer. Even more exciting are error coins. These are mistakes made during the minting process. For example, if a 2014 P nickel has a double strike, off-center design, or missing details, it can instantly become rare. These errors are not common, which is why collectors are willing to pay high prices for them. Imagine finding a coin where the design is slightly shifted, or the letters appear doubled. To an untrained eye, it might look like damage, but to a collector, it could be a hidden treasure. Some error coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how unique they are. Another important factor is grading. Professional grading services evaluate coins on a scale, often from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS 67 or higher is considered extremely high quality. If a 2014 P nickel reaches that level, it becomes rare, not because of low mintage, but because so few survive in such perfect condition. There's also something called full steps in Jefferson nickels. If the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side are fully visible and sharply defined, the coin is more desirable. This small detail can significantly increase its value among collectors. Now let's talk about the dream scenario, the idea of a coin worth millions. While a 2014 P nickel reaching that level is extremely unlikely, history has shown that certain coins with extreme rarity or unique errors have sold for huge amounts. But those are exceptions, not the rule. The real power of this coin lies in awareness. Most people spend coins without ever looking at them. But collectors examine every detail, the shine, the edges, the alignment. That's how hidden value is discovered. Not by luck alone, but by knowledge and attention. Think of your 2014 P nickel as a possibility, not a guarantee. It may not make you a billionaire overnight, but it could still be worth far more than 5 cents if it has something special. And finding that something is what makes coin collecting exciting. There's also emotional value in holding on to coins. Some collectors keep coins for years, waiting for the right moment or buyer. The market can change, demand can rise, and a coin that seems ordinary today might become desirable tomorrow. In the world of numismatics, coin collecting, patience is everything. Rushing to sell a coin without understanding it can mean losing potential value. That's why experienced collectors always say, study first, sell later. Another thing to remember is authentication. If you believe your coin has an error or high grade, it's worth getting it checked by professionals. A certified coin carries more trust and often sells for a higher price. The story of the 2014 P nickel is not about instant wealth, it's about hidden opportunity. It teaches you to look closer, think deeper, and never underestimate small things. Even a tiny 5-cent coin can open the door to a fascinating world. So before you spend that coin, take a moment. Look at it carefully. Check the mint mark, the details, the condition. You might just be holding something more interesting than you think. In the end, the real value of the 2014 P nickel is not just in dollars. It's in the curiosity it sparks, the knowledge it builds, and the excitement of discovery. That's what turns an ordinary coin into something truly special. And who knows? While it may not make you a billionaire overnight, it could be the beginning of a journey that leads to something just as rewarding, a deep understanding of value, history, and the thrill of finding hidden treasures in everyday life. The 2017 P nickel was struck by the United States Mint at its Philadelphia facility. What makes this coin interesting is the P mint mark, which had been absent on nickels for decades before being reintroduced. This small letter gives the coin identity and separates it from older issues that lacked a mint mark entirely. On the front side of the coin, you'll see the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a figure deeply associated with American history. His image has appeared on the nickel for many years, symbolizing knowledge, leadership, and vision. While the design itself is common, collectors still pay attention to details like strike quality, surface condition, and overall eye appeal. Most 2017 P nickels found in everyday circulation are only worth their face value, just 5 cents. Even in uncirculated condition, many of them sell for a small premium, usually between a few cents to a couple of dollars. So if you have a regular one in your pocket, it's not going to change your life financially, but it might still be worth keeping. Where things start to get interesting is in the world of high-grade coins. Coins graded in near-perfect condition, especially those certified by professional grading services, can sell for significantly more. A 2017 P nickel graded MS67 or higher can reach prices ranging from $20 to $100 or more depending on demand and quality. Even more exciting are mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the coin production process, and they can turn an ordinary coin into something rare. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or coins struck on the wrong metal. A 2017 P nickel with a strong, visible error could sell for hundreds of dollars, and in very rare cases, even more. However, the idea that a 2017 P nickel is worth millions is not supported by real market evidence. No verified sale or auction record shows this coin reaching such extreme values. Claims like that often spread online to attract attention, but serious collectors rely on confirmed sales and grading reports. Still, it's important not to underestimate the power of rarity. In coin collecting, value comes from a combination of condition, scarcity, and demand. If a coin checks all three boxes, especially with a unique error, it can become highly desirable among collectors. Another factor that affects value is how well the coin has been preserved. Coins with no scratches, no discoloration, and a strong, sharp strike are always more attractive. Even a small difference in condition can mean a big difference in price. Collectors also look at luster, the way light reflects off the coin's surface. A bright, original luster indicates that the coin hasn't been heavily handled or damaged. This can push its value higher compared to dull or worn examples. If you believe you have a rare or unusual 2017 P nickel, the best step is to get it checked by a professional grading service. These organizations can confirm authenticity, grade the coin, and help establish its market value. Without proper verification, it's difficult to sell a coin at a high price. Another smart move is to compare your coin with known examples of valuable errors. Look closely at the date, mint mark, edges, and design details. Even small differences can make a big impact in the collecting world. Coin collecting is not just about money, it's also about history, discovery, and patience. Sometimes the thrill comes from finding something unusual in your change, even if it's not extremely valuable. It's also worth noting that markets change over time. A coin that is modestly priced today could become more valuable in the future if demand increases or if fewer high-quality examples remain available. So instead of expecting instant wealth, it's better to approach coin collecting with curiosity and awareness. Learn what to look for, stay informed, and treat each coin as a potential story rather than a guaranteed jackpot. In the end, the 2017 P nickel is a modern coin with modest value in most cases, but hidden within that ordinary appearance could be something special. The key is knowledge, careful observation, and realistic expectations. If you have one, don't rush to sell it for nothing, but also don't expect it to make you a billionaire overnight. The real treasure lies in understanding what you have and recognizing when something truly rare crosses your path.